Hey, it's Nix, and we've recently had another Sims 4 update. Recent updates have brought us some pretty cool features like story progression, but they've also given us many glitches.
Oh my God!
And what we're talking about today may not be a glitch, but it's annoying all the same. And that's not being able to play with our mods. Almost every time there is an update, some mods break and it can make our games unplayable, unfortunately. So today we're going to be going over how Twisted Mex's better exceptions can help us figure out which mods are causing the problems. While it's really great for finding broken mods and CC, or if they need to be updated, unfortunately it does require for you to be able to actually open your game. I know sometimes we can't even open it with the new updates, but you can click on the video to the upper right if you want something to help when you can't open your game. All right, first let's start with where to get better exceptions. So we're going to be on Google here. And if you just Google Twisted Mexi, or if you Google better exceptions, you'll see links to Twisted Mexi's page, his actual website, or his Patreon. I usually just go to the Patreon because I think the page doesn't have the better exceptions on there. His actual website does not have the better exceptions mod on there. No, it does not. So just go to his Patreon, and usually if you type in better exceptions, it will take you straight there. You want to go to the most recent update though. So this is not recent. You have to look at the dates to make sure. And that's why it's better just to go ahead and go to their Patreon page from the Google homepage. So let's just go there from here, because it can send you to a direct link to an old version of better exceptions or a different file. So basically you want to scroll down until you go to better exceptions, because this is in the updated order of how his most recent updates and stuff he put out. And then you just want to scroll down until you find better exceptions. It doesn't look like he's updated for this update recently, but maybe it doesn't need one. Sometimes it doesn't always need a new thing. So you want to see the most recent one. The most recent one is February 22nd, 2022 one at this point in time, I believe. Yeah. That's all we got. Look, that's all we have right now. That's the most recent one at this point in time. And it is free, and you can go ahead, you can click it. It gives you all this information about what it does, how it works, what they've recently fixed, all these other little things, where to go if you're having issues with it and you need help. And installation is pretty much just like any other zip mod. Oh, yeah, that's the thing if you're not logged in. If you're having an issue with, if you scroll all the way down there, just click on the actual post and download it, so that way you don't have to log in. I don't feel like logging in. But yes, you have to save it with your mods. Actually go into your mods folder. You can delete it after you saved it. So let's save it here. That's my mods folder. You unpack it. It's a script mod. You just put it in there with your script mods. That's pretty much it. Look, that's pretty much it. Just dump it in there. And that's all you have to do. So the next part of it is actually just going into the game and loading it. So I'll get back to you once I've done that. All right, so the first time that you load into your lots, the better exceptions pop-up will appear. Please ignore this background. I downloaded a CC folder somewhere and I can't figure out where this is. Anyway, so the better exceptions pop-up will appear and it'll say, hey, so I see you have a lot of mods there. Quite a few of them are broken. Let me assist you in figuring out which of your mods are broken so we can get rid of, you know, all this stuff that you don't need anymore. And then they'll say, hey, it's gonna take us a little while to finish scanning all your crap because you have way too much of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's basically saying what I just said. MCC's last section up here at the top does it much quicker, but you know, we can definitely go over that in a different video. And I'll get back to y'all once it's done taking its sweet time with this scan. So it'll say, hey, I'm done. Would you like to view the report? You click view the report. You tell it which browser you want it to use. I have too many browsers. Well, not that many. All right, so we're now in our browser, and at the top, it'll tell you the thing that is most likely causing the most issues with your game at the top. It's just an exception summary about things that's happening, the mods and stuff that may be causing most issues for your game. Down here, I'll tell you about tuning mods. Usually with tuning mods, that means you just need to update your CC or the mod itself. It's just a little outdated. Tuning issues may not cause issues with your game. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it just depends. But if you have issues where your game's just not working, you should go ahead and update it either way. Invalid script mod, so it will let you know if you have zip files in your mods folder. Of course, you know you should not have zip files in there. You should always take the mods out of zip format so it can actually work. I just have a bunch of zip stuff because I didn't move it to another folder, and mostly it's stuff like posters and stuff that I just don't want all to be open in there. But it does slow down your game loading, so just be aware, you know, don't keep zip files in there if possible. It'll let you know if you have duplicate mods, so make sure you get rid of any duplicate mods, because sometimes that will cause issues with your game. Besides loading issues, it will sometimes cause your game not to be able to load at all. Invalid object CC, so it's telling me all these files are corrupted. I've been working on trying to either update them or get rid of them, so eventually I'll finish doing that. But you know, if it's telling you it's corrupted, you should probably just go ahead and get rid of all this stuff out your folder. And then down here it said mods explicitly mention an exception. It'll basically just give you details about the mods that caused the exception from the summary report at the top. So it'll just explain down here what this was saying up here, basically. And there's other little things that you can look at that will see that might be causing issues with your folder. This is just basically a detailed thing of like what was going on with that exception attributes. Like, this is a lot of stuff that we regular folks do not get into. Like, stuff like this is stuff that we don't get into. But let's say if I went to MCC's last exception, which I will go into a different video to say how you can get to this, and I clicked on this pretty call stack error thing about this definition manager thing that I'm having issues with. It don't tell you about down here, but down here it'll say, hey, you might want to check this one, which is another Twisted Mexi mod. You might want to check this one. You might want to check this one. You might want to check that one, which is the same thing. So just saying, basically check those to see if that's causing an issue too. It may not be. I've taken these out before and it was not the thing that was causing an issue. It just depends. But there might be a cache issue or something along those lines. So I just have to figure that out. But yeah, I like this because it did tell me like, hey, you might want to go delete your cache or figure out why you got 2 of these old files or something like that. So we'll see. So that could be causing my issue. I might just go ahead and get rid of it because it is an older file. But if you've done all this and it's still not working, the only thing you can do is go to your mods folder, take all your mods out, make sure you delete all your cache, and slowly start putting your mods back in, either one at a time or doing a halving method like with CC, where you take half your mods and put them in. So you wouldn't put all these in, you would just go down to like half the page and put half of these back in. This is my mods light folder, so these are not all my mods. So when I actually put all my mods back, it's gonna be a mess. But I'll run this first to figure out, you know, what's causing my issues. But anyway, so you might just do that and do the halving method where you have to like take all your mods out, delete all your cache and everything, and just start slowly inserting them back in to try to figure out what mod is causing the issue. I know a lot of people have a lot of different mods. This is not, like I said, this is not my complete mods folder, and having to do the halving method is, I know it's a lot. So hopefully better exceptions will save you from having to do that. And we can go over MCC's last exceptions in another video so you can have another method of figuring out which mods are causing issues. There's my conflict detector that you didn't know you already had video, so you can definitely click on that to try to see if that can help you with your issues right now. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you all. Please subscribe for more helpful videos like this, and if you have any questions or have a specific type of video you would like to see, let me know in the comments. And thank you for taking the time to watch this, and until next time,